record on this computer. Okay. So welcome to Flamingle Mingle. We are going to be talking this evening about personalized mystery boxes, scent crates, mystery bags, whatever you want to call them. I personally call mine flock boxes because it sticks with my branding. I think Carly does a lot of like mystery bags. We're going to kind of be talking about two different types. So I'm going to be talking about scent crates that are themed or theme based or have a tie together on them. And I think Carly's going to be talking more about like mystery bags and how she's found that she's successful with them. So Carly, do you want to start or do you want me to start? You want to start? Okay.
I'll start because I got it in bed, and I know Bethany has just a quick little thing because she just did her first round. Sorry, my mouth's really cold from eating ice cream. Now go away. I started doing mine. I don't do themed ones. At least I haven't done them yet. I'm in my kind of in the process of doing my first round. If I'm talking funny, it's because my mouth is really, really cold. So I've only done 2 or 3 rounds, I think. And I always have a number in mind. So it's really important to know how many you want to sell first. So that way you can kind of work out your details. So you can see like if you get one extra and you want a set number of bags to sell, boxes, however you title them, and a set price point. I do one price point and I do one price point only. Only because I feel like it's too much. I'm a busy person. And I struggle with different price points because then I feel like it just gets in my mind. If different price points works for you, that's great. Make sure that you're keeping the differential with your value and your price or your cost kind of the same though, if you're doing like the different prices. I started my first, so I'm going to do my first one and then I'm going to do the most recent one that I've done just so you guys can see the difference. I did my first one. I think I've only done $40 ones. And honestly, I don't remember 100%, but I do $40 price points. It is 100% always valued over $40, always. I think the first time I did it, I sold 12. My goal was 10. Anything extra is great. So my goal was 10. So that's $400 in monetary, whatever, in money that I have to work with. Always use your bundle and saves. This is where you get your customers trying new products. Always use your bundle and saves. Work it out to where you use your $400, or I'm using that as my money. So my $400 all went to products and I worked it out to where I could do that. And then as I use my bundle and saves and the free and the half price, I have a little bit of extra money to throw some samples in there to go get some sponges to do dish soaps or to go get some extra bags to do wax samples or whatever the case may be. I always do 3 to 4. I call them deluxe samples, enough for them to really, truly get to use them. I know my customers pretty well. I know what they buy. I have a lot of wax and warmer customers. I have some customers that are starting to branch out, but the best way to get them to try new products is to get those products in your hand or in their hands. So really it's just figuring out your price point. I know there's really not much to talk about. They're not scary. They're really not scary. Once you see them, and I don't mind sharing my breakdowns. I know I've helped Shay. I know I'm going to help Carly because Carly on my team is trying to do them. I know Bethany just did them. But if you have a price point, I can say that when you get, the more you get, the more you save in your product. So the more you can spoil your customers. Like I said, my first time I did 10 at $40. My next time, I think I did 25. And 100% do not close your order or submit the order until every single bag is clean. That is the most important thing that you can take away from this. Because if you're doing like a $200 order here, $150 order here, number one, you might have to pay shipping. Number two, you're not getting as much in free and half price. You want that to be one big order so you can utilize the most you can in host rewards. That's what's really important. So if you come up with a price point, work it out. So think about how many bundle and saves you're going to need, and don't go extra. So my current one right now that I'm working on, I'm actually trying a themed one. It's not going the best right now, but my customers bought a lot of to help with SSE promotion. So I think they're kind of like bought out right now, which is okay. I'm going to continue it until I get to 25. But so I'm playing it as 25, and I'm going to do 8 bundles of 3 for cleaning products, and then just an extra one. Don't do the extra 2 just to do it, because then you're wasting your customers' money and not utilizing that money how you should. So do the 8 bundles of 3 and then the 1 extra, because it's going to save you money in the end. And that's what's really important. So really, it's just, I think my takeaway, the mystery bags were easy because it's just a whole bunch of products in a bag and I didn't really have to think about it. And I think honestly, that's a really good way to start, to get like a hang of it, and to get going with it. I'm trying, like I said, I'm trying the themed, I'm trying the when life gives you lemons. I don't have very many doing it now, and that's fine. You know, I'll work with it when I can. So that's all I'm gonna blurb about. Price point and number. Do not close it until you get that number. Submit it as a party, do an individual or whatever, however you want to do it. If you have an open party, and utilize those free and half price is my biggest. And if you have some extra, get a full size of washer whisk, get a scent soap, and that's how you can use your samples. You know, your customers, this is going to sound kind of shitty, but your customers don't need to know what you're doing with money. You know, they don't need to know that there's all these bundle and save options where you're making it better. In the end, you're making it better for them, but you're also, they're paying for it. You know, so you want to use their money. Do not come out of pocket. If you're coming out of pocket, you're not doing it right. I don't come out of pocket. I don't, not even like for the bags, for the tissue paper, nothing. Like all of that comes out of the money that they use. So just be smart about it. Use the money wisely. If you need help, I think I can speak on behalf of any of us. I think we'll be more than happy. Now, I'm not going to be doing everything for everybody, but I will guide you 100%, whether you're on my team or not. I don't have any problem with it. I can't promise that I'm going to get back to you right away because I'm forgetful. That's my spiel. Does anyone have any questions on mystery bags? Does it make sense? Yes, no? I can't see on here long. That's why I'm flying through it.
So I do a lot of like sets and stuff. With yours, did you like, what kind of bags and stuff did you use, or did you do the same products for everyone that bought a bag?
Yep, I do the same. And I even had a male. So I had one of the firefighters buy one for me, and he bought 2. I didn't care. So I did, my first one, I think my second one was around Christmas time, and I found the cheap dollar socks from Target, and I threw a pair of socks in there. I don't care that it's a man. Sorry, you can wear girl socks. It's hidden by shoes. I do the same product for every single person's bag. I don't change it because then yep. I keep it where it can, like if it's gifted, like I keep it pretty simple, and not like too much of like something that couldn't be for both sexes, I guess you could say. Yeah. I did do cozy cardigan hand cream, but I'm like, whatever, it's gonna make you smell good. Like that's not like, it's kind of perfumey, but I have people at work that use it too. So I'm like, okay, like it could be, but I do 100%. Now, if someone is really specific and it's like, I can't do this scent, I can't do that scent, be careful. I will try to do as much as I can, but I don't want to get to where I'm getting confused because I do not give my customers the option to request, because that is just, you're getting too far into it. Especially if you're just trying this out. So I would suggest make a graphic, $40 a piece, and make it very clear that you will not close the order until every single one is closed or spoken for, whatever, and tag your people. So the way that I did it was I would just number it like in the post, like 1 through 10, and tag the people. So that way everybody can see how many you're taking. Or if somebody comments and if you're like, hey, drop a comment if you want one. Okay, you're number 1. Okay, you're number 2. So that way people can kind of keep count too. If you cross promote on Instagram, I need to get better with using Instagram. I really don't use it other than my stories. Make sure that they both match up. Like, hey, I've got, such and such taken or whatever. You're number 9, like it's cross promoted. If you want to put that in your verbiage on your posts. Sorry, my dogs are really annoying. But yeah, I keep it very simple, and I have not strayed from the same product in every single bag. If you want to buy 4, you can buy 4, but you're going to get 4 of the same products. Okay. That's my personal preference. Now, again, if you guys want to tailor it to, I'm not trying to pat myself on the back, but I have entirely too many customers to customize that. I can't do it. And my memory does not work like that. I can't remember what everybody's favorite scent is. There's some that stick out more to others, but I can't remember all that. I'm not going to write it down. That's just too much extra work for me. And I'm just not going to do it. I try to keep it as simple as possible, as effortless as possible. But some people like the thought of not knowing what they're getting because they are your wax and warmers. You know, you're not going to get them to stray from that if you don't get it in there. So I think it's a good way to get your customers, especially if they're not on board with a whiff box. It's literally no different than a whiff box, except you're just doing it yourself. That's all it is.
Yeah, I
So-
do a bunch of like random stuff they would never use, like dryer bars and all kinds
Yep.
of hand soaps and everything. And then they of course buy it after, but stuff they
Exactly.
would
And
not
that's where you get your,
buy.
yep, that's where you get your repeat customers. And that's what you want.
Yeah.
So anyone else have a question? Because I'm going to bed in just a minute. I'm sorry, I'm tired. Anybody? Okay. Ash, Bethany, whoever.
I'll go. So I'm gonna kind of tag team on what Carly said a little bit. I do mine very differently than Carly does. Carly makes it so that she has a certain number that she wants to hit before she closes out the order. I set a date on mine and I take however many I have by that date. So I think the big key, I have notes written down that I wanted to go over. Like Carly said, using your bundle and save options are very important. So I always do $30 boxes. I don't do $40 boxes. I do $30 boxes. Ouch. I just hit my knee. Ow. Just because it seems like a good price point for me. I can throw in a mini warmer and a couple bars of wax. I can do a bag of soaks. I can do whatever I want. Like Carly said, simplicity is key, especially when you're first starting out. It's very easy to get in all these groups with a consultant made with boxes and things like that and see, oh, well, this person's doing this or this person's doing that, and say, well, that's a lot of work. I don't want to do that. Or I don't have the money to be able to put in and do that. Just like we tell you, don't compare your beginning to somebody else's middle. Don't compare your beginning on scent crates to somebody else's middle. What another leader is able to do, like if you guys follow Candy on Facebook, Candy's boxes are extra. And I will be the first person to tell you there's a lot of smoke and mirrors that goes behind that. Candy has a house cleaner. Candy has a nanny. Candy does not work full time. Candy, her kids are in school. So she has the extra time to be able to take the time to do that stuff. With a lot of you guys who work full time, it's not going to be feasible to do that stuff. So just kind of keep in mind that what somebody else is doing is not necessarily going to work for you or your customers. So when I first started doing scent crates, I had one person who wanted them. One. I did a scent crate. Honestly, can't even remember the theme now. But I themed it, and I always do mine theme based because to me that sets my mind on like a path of the way that I want to go, and it keeps me organized. So I started with one, had one person, and I think honestly it was my mom or my mom's best friend or something. And I only started these like last year, so it wasn't like I started them when I first joined. And I did all the things. I went out and bought boxes. I went out and bought tissue paper. I went out and bought all this different stuff and spent a bunch of money to do them. And it was useless because I only sold one. And I got so frustrated with myself because I was like, well, why do I want to do these? Nobody's interested in them. Well, let me tell you guys, if I had stopped just because I only had one person, I wouldn't be where I am with these scent crates now. I can tell you guys that I have people in my VIP group who are solely in my VIP group for my flock boxes, mainly for my Harry Potter flock boxes. But I have people in my VIP group solely in there because of what my scent crates, which I call flock boxes because they're branded. I have people solely in my VIP group just waiting for me to do another box. The other thing, so I said, it's okay to start with one. I have a theme in mind. Use your bundle and saves. That'll help you get money for extras. So I charge $30 for my box. Okay. What I try to do is I try to have at least, mother-in-law's calling me. I try to have at least $30 in full-size product in the box. And I use bundle and saves to help me be able to get over that $30 threshold. So the box that I'm getting ready to do is Hello Sunshine themed, and it's going to be everything yellow. So the box is going to have a mini fan diffuser, a pack of pods, and a bar. Okay, so that puts me at 26 or 36. Sorry, not 36. Good Lord, 31. For the love of all things holy, I told you guys I was tired. So math is hard. So it puts me at $31 in full size product, right? 15 plus 10, 25, 31. Yeah. So $31 in full size product. So what I'll do though, is when I go to put in the order, however many boxes I have sold, which right now I have 14 sold, I'll go in and put in 3 6-packs or 2 6-packs and 2 extras. So I'm still saving $18 on just the bars alone. And then the pods, I'm saving $30 on just the pods alone. So I know that I've got $48 in extra money to be able to spend to put extras in their box. Then I'll use the hostess credit to get the product that I want to use for samples. Like Carly said, a tub of washer whiffs. Get you a tub of washer whiffs. It makes like 30 freaking samples. I promise you, it makes a ton of samples. A tub of washer whiffs with your host credit or a half price item. Even if you get it with a half price item, out of that $48, I'm taking 15. So math is hard. I'm still left with $33. Yeah, $33. I've been cooking all day long. So I'm still left with $33 in extras. Okay. So say I wanted to go get like special boxes to put them in. I know that I can get those boxes on Amazon for a 25 pack for $15. Okay. So that's 15 out of my $33. I still have $18 left to spend on extras. The dollar store is where I get all my extras. I'll go and get my crinkle paper, and I know I can get 2 boxes out of 1 bag of crinkle paper, 3 boxes if I'm lucky. So like you just kind of, it's a whole math game, and like figuring out like how to be able to spend money wisely on these boxes. And then some other tips, print things at home. If you can print them at home, save money by printing things at home. I do a lot of like my own graphics and things like that, which if you haven't watched the Canva training from, what was it, last week or the week before, I think it was the week before, watch the Canva training on how to use Canva, because it's going to be a game changer for if you do themed boxes. So the other big thing that I struggled with when I first started is you are not going to see a return on those boxes until commission runs. So the first time I ever thought about doing these, I told my dad, I was like, yeah, I'm doing these boxes. He was like, well, I think that that's a great idea. He was like, but you're not charging for your time. And I'm like, well, why would I? Like, I'm $30 is plenty for this box. Like, I'm not going to charge somebody $50 just because it takes me time to put it together. I enjoy that. And he could not understand where I was getting paid from. He was like, so why are you doing these if you're not getting money back? And I had to explain to him that since I'm putting in an order for the product, I'm going to get 25% back in commission. And if I have over 2,000 in sales for that month, I'm going to get 30% back in commission. So if it takes me $500 to buy the product for these boxes, I'm still going to get at least 25% of that back. So that's where I'm going to get paid on them. So the return investment comes more often when you're getting commission, not from like the money you're going to save from bundling and saving. Take that money you're going to save from bundling and saving and put it back into the boxes, because you're going to get paid on the boxes by commission. Does that make sense, everybody? Okay. Dollar Tree is your friend. Print things at home. Always include an item that might not be your biggest seller. That's something that I love to do because, like Carly said, it gets people hooked on a product they may not have tried yet. So I like my last boxes, I did the rainbow 6-pack of bars. I put a cotton cleanup at the end for the little cloud at the end of the rainbow, and I put some pink cotton washer whiffs. I had people who had never tried washer whiffs before. Y'all, I've been in this business 7 years and I still have customers who have not tried washer whiffs. I don't know what my problem is and why I have not given them a sample until now, because this girl literally went and bought 3 tubs of washer whiffs because she was like, this stuff is crack. And I was like, well, yes, it looks like crack, but it is amazing. So always include either a sample or a full-size product of a product that somebody may not have tried anymore or yet. Okay. Don't assume everybody has a mini fan diffuser or a diffuser to use oils. Okay. It is always safe to go with wax and warmers or something that they don't need an additional product to use. Hand creams, hand soaps, Scentsy soaks, counter clean, Scentsy fresh, all of that stuff. That they don't need an additional product to use. So don't like do an entire box of pods and assume that everybody has a fan diffuser of some sort to use pods. The other thing is make sure you're staying in compliance. That's always key. I mentioned that I do Harry Potter boxes. There's a very, 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 very fine line with doing those Harry Potter boxes, with doing anything themed like that. TV shows, anything like that. There's a very fine line with doing it themed like that because you can't use any trademarked images or anything like that. So when I would do my Harry Potter boxes, it had to be like, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, Amanda, because I think you've gotten all 3 of them or 2 out of the 3. Before Amanda became a consultant, she would buy my Harry Potter boxes because they're pretty cute. Not gonna lie, not to toot my own horn, but toot. And I think the last time I did a Harry Potter box, I sold 23 or 25 of them. They're popular. But anyways, what I would do is I would do like the Boy Who Lived box or the Chamber Has Opened box, those type, like really obscure, like anybody who, yeah, Amanda said I kept it more wizardy than Harry Potter. And people knew that like if I did a bathroom cleaner and put like Moaning Myrtle's bathroom cleaner on it, they'd know who Moaning Myrtle was if they were a Harry Potter fan. So that's kind of how I do mine. I have to have a theme. But to kind of touch on what Candace asked about, I also do all of the same product for every single box. Because I'm with Carly, my brain is fried 95% of the time and I would forget who got what. But B, it makes things a lot simpler. So I can just assembly line it. I can throw everything in the boxes, make sure they look pretty, slap a sticker on them, done. When you start doing multiple price points, letting people hand curate their boxes, it becomes way too much. I have had a customer one time who was like, well, I don't like this type, and this type of scent. And I said, well, sorry, mystery boxes are not for you. And I'm the first one to be like, hey, look, like this takes time and effort for me. I'm not going to curate it for you. Like this is something that I spend a lot of time curating. So I'm not going to hand curate it for you just because you don't like a scent. Sorry. It's like when you go to, I don't know, Walmart and buy a mystery bag of stuff. Like you're going to open it up and be like, well, I didn't like anything that was in it. Try to return it. They're probably going to look at you like you're crazy. Same here. I'm probably going to look at you like you're crazy because you ordered a mystery box. So that's my spiel. I know Bethany has stuff to add. So Bethany, I'm sending it over to you, girl.
Sounds good. So I purchased I was one of Carly Roper's customers before I became a consultant, and I had purchased one of her mystery bags that she did around Christmas time. And I just loved it. I think the whole mystery thing, I love the whiff box. I just think that's cool to get some random products that you might try something you haven't tried before. So when I became a consultant, I couldn't wait to try something like that. And so I tried it, I guess it was like a week or so ago, I posted about it. And I just posted my graphic that I made on Canva. Thanks, Ashley, for doing that training. And and so then I posted it like, I don't know, Friday evening. And then when I woke up Saturday morning, I only had like 2 people that messaged me saying they wanted one. So I was kind of like, well, this isn't going to work because I wanted at least 12. I was hoping for 15 bundles to be able to do what they said about, the hostess rewards and all that. So then I just started messaging people that I knew either told me that they loved cleaning products, because mine is spring cleaning themed. So told me that they either loved cleaning products or that they wanted to try cleaning products. And I made mine $35. And I did offer shipping for anybody that wasn't local. And I just had gone on Pirate Ship and kind of seen what it would cost to ship it if I waited out And it was like I think it was $7.50 or something. So I just charged $8 for shipping. And I only had 2 people that wanted it shipped. But I ended up getting 13 of them, and all the stuff just came the other day. So I'm going to be putting it together tonight and tomorrow to send out. But I did like counter clean. I have one right here. I did like counter clean and bathroom cleaner and hand soap and hand cream, and then a scent pack. And then I did a sample of Scentsy Fresh and a sample of dish soap. And like they both shared, I just bought those samples, the product for the samples, with my Hostess rewards. So my biggest just takeaway from it was just to reach out to people who you know might be interested in them. Just say, hey, I'm offering this bundle, and it's going to be whatever the price point you want to do, but it will be more than that in full price products. And would you be interested, or something along those lines?
Awesome sauce. Thanks, Bethany. Does anybody have any questions about scent crates or whiff boxes / mystery bags / flock boxes, whatever you want to call them? I'm looking to make sure nobody's unmuting. Nobody have any questions? No? Okay. So I promised that we'd make this quick tonight because I know it's Easter. All of us have probably been running and ripping all day long. I think most of us are tired. So I'm going to quit recording.